Hey guys, Marlo back one more time, and today we're going to take a look at the Scorpion Alien by Neca Toys that pays tribute to the Kenner vintage figures of the same name. Here we have again the Scorpion Alien. You can see how he looks there in package. And in the back there I've already reviewed some of the releases that came out with the Scorpion Alien. The Sergeant Apone that also pays tribute to the vintage figure, as well as the Snake Alien back there. So if you wanted to see more of those, just check my other reviews on those figures that I've done separately. But this one's going to be solely on the Scorpion Alien. You can see there they pay homage again to Kenner. They even emulate the old Kenner font there with the Neca logo. It includes a comic book, just like the vintage figures. You can see there inside the package, and the back of the card showing some of the other figures in the wave. If you want, I guess you can go ahead and read that by pausing the video, because I'm going to keep on moving. And they emulate the back of the vintage Kenner cards as well. You can see here by this example, which I've also shown in my other videos. This is an old Kenner card for the Ripley figure. And you can see they emulated the style there with how they laid out all the figures. And moving on to the other side of the package, you can see how they basically shoved the Scorpion Alien into the blister pack here. Looks pretty cool, guys. So anyways, let's open them up and take a closer look at the Scorpion Alien out of package. Alright, and here we have the Scorpion Alien out of package, and he does look quite impressive. Out of the recent 3 releases that pay tribute to the Kenner vintage figures, this was the least figure that I thought was, probably the least coolest out of the bunch. And looking at it now, he does look really cool. Back in the day, I really liked the vintage figure because he looked the most like the traditional Alien that you see in the movies. But again, there wasn't too much new with that figure in terms of like a really original look. But you can see here, they probably did reuse some portions of other figures, like the rib cage there, that looks pretty familiar, and the lower torso. But you can see here the arms, I think those are all new sculpts. The thighs, you can see there's basically holes in the thighs that go all the way through, so that's pretty cool. And I don't recall any of the other Alien figures looking like that. And of course all the spikes on the joints there, those are all new. So for the most part it looks like a totally new sculpt. You can see there the funky tubes on the back, those are very cool, looking a lot like the vintage figure there with that design. Of course it is a Scorpion Alien, so you're going to have that stinger at the tip of the tail. The tail is on a bendy wire, so you can repose that into all kinds of positions. It's up to you. And before moving further on to looking at that figure, I wanted to show you guys the comic book as well. Oops, okay, get in the stand. Comes with this comic book, and it totally replicates the vintage comic from back in the day. So you have it here nice and flat. It's not rolled up like the old comics. Basically it's the same storyline, same artwork, and it's just printed on a nicer stock paper, as you can see here. It's more glossy, whereas the old one was more of a newsprint type paper stock. I'll flip through the comic to give you guys a look at this old storyline. So these were always fun, and I kind of wish toys, threw in stuff like these more often. Just like, the Masters of the Universe, they had comic books. Stuff like this. Neca line of figures. Oops. Okay, he's not gonna stand on his own. Let me put him down for the meantime to finish showing you guys the comic book. Yeah, these Neca figures just do a great job by paying homage to all that vintage stuff like the old comic books. So there you have that. So let's move on to the figure. Let me try to set the camera down to give you guys a better look at the articulation points. Arms are on a joint there, so they go in and out. You get double joints at the elbow, so you can see how they can rotate up like so. Wrist turn as well. Hinge there. The jaws, of course, aliens always have to have that extendable inner mouth. So you can see that. That works there pretty well. The jaw opens up nice and wide. The neck does rotate all the way around. It's of course going to be a little bit hindered by the tubes there on the back. It swivels forward a little bit. You can see how he can crouch down just a little bit and back, not too much. The legs, pretty much like all the other standard alien figures. Got to be careful, guys. You know, Neca toys are well known for breaking if you force it too much, so luckily this figure seems to be okay, not too many sticky points. And the toes there, those also bend like so. Ball joint there at the ankles. So you guys get a pretty good idea of all the articulation points. And of course, like I said, the tail is on a bendy wire, so you can pose that however way you want. Let me try to get him situated one more time. There you go. And that is the Scorpion alien. Let me grab some of the other aliens that were recently released. Here we have the Snake alien and Sergeant Apone. Let me give you guys a look at all three. And you can see how they all size up and compare to each other. And you can see that the Scorpion alien stands the tallest, but of course if you were to extend that tail on the Snake alien, of course he would be the longest or tallest figure out of the bunch. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick little review and unboxing. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, share the video, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. If you want to see more on the Snake alien or the Sergeant Apone figure, please check out my other videos on those. And that's it, guys. Take care, keep on collecting, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.